Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. Any position works. You can be sitting in a chair, you can be lying down. The goal with the position, of course, is to find something sturdy, stable, and comfortable. You don't want to feel like you're about to fall over, and you also don't want to feel uncomfortable to the point where you need to adjust, and it's kind of a distraction during the practice. You don't want to worry too much about how your body feels. So just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. However, if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed, or you feel more comfortable doing that, not a problem. Leave your eyes closed. But if your eyes are open, go ahead and just leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you, kind of looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing at any spot on the floor. We're also not zoned out or blurry. We just have a gentle gaze directed softly and clearly downwards. You're in a nice, comfortable, sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open and looking down. Just settle here and now. And notice if you're reaching for some point in the future, as in we're meditating in order to be clear or happy or calm. This is all future thinking. Just leave that alone. Practice happens now. So we therefore don't practice for any reason. We just come down and sit. This moment is what there is. Everything else is a poor translation. Just words, concepts, beliefs, ideas. So let go of getting anywhere. And just sit here for the sitting. In other words, be here with no ulterior motive, with no intention, no purpose, no goal. Be here for no reason at all. because that's already the case before thinking arises. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. There's no one to become. Just be here now and completely rest. And I'm probably catching you in the middle of a thought right now. You're thinking of that conversation you were about to have with somebody or some TikTok video you watched earlier. And notice how when you're thinking or lost in some story in your head, you're no longer attentive to this moment. You're in the future. You're in the past. You're worried. So instead of paying attention to each thought, we're just going to do a little switch here and take that same spotlight of attention, that is, paying attention to thought, and bring it to the rhythm of the breath. Now you can feel the breath anywhere, from the tip of the nose to the lower belly, but just find it where you feel it the most with your attention. Notice what it's like to breathe in and out. And instead of paying attention to this next thought that comes up, let it happen. Let thinking think all by itself. Just notice it. Your only task is to remain with the sensations of the breath. Come back. Come back to breathing, rising and falling. You don't have to shut up your mind to notice the breath. We notice our breath as thinking happens. You'll be thinking about dinner, but then we notice the breath as the thoughts about dinner continue. Remain with the breath and let thinking come and go as it pleases. Just leave it alone. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Return to breathing, rising and falling. Come back. Come back to breathing. As Shunyo Suzuki said, during practice, we leave the front door and the back door of our minds completely open. Let thoughts come and go as they please. Just don't serve them any tea, because then they will want to stay. Breathing, rising and falling. If it's hard to do, then it's because you're thinking that it's hard to do. If it's easy, it's because you're thinking that it is easy. Don't grasp. Just be here. This is it. This is what you seek. Everything is already accomplished. Finally. So just rest and completely let go of all grasping. All right, you can look at the screen. Don't grasp, right? We don't grasp to anything when we're practicing. And in fact, this translates into our life. Because, you know, the normal way of doing things is to hold on very tightly to when we're having a good day. Yeah. Today was a great day. How do I string along more of these and avoid those bad days? And then we have a bad day, like, God, I just want a better day. But nature isn't that way, is it? Our brains, our chemicals, they don't work that way. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. Sometimes things are really good and you're having a great time. And sometimes things are really good and you're having a horrible time. Sometimes things are really bad and you're having a horrible time. And sometimes things are really bad and you're having a great time. Why? It's just this oscillation. Everything really is like a vibration. It's ups and downs. Our trouble is that we cling to one. Alan Watts points this out pretty well. If you don't know who he is, look up Alan Watts and start listening to him. But he says, he was talking about death specifically, but he said trying to have like a good day only. It's like trying to make everything in the room go up, like only facing the up direction. Or only to have it inside of a box without the outside. It's like trying to make a wave go up and only go up. But waves don't do that. They go up and then they go down. They have crests and they have troughs. Crest, trough, crest, trough, crest, trough. Our trouble is when we want it to just go one way, but nature doesn't do that. So what does that mean? We are in total opposition to what is. Good days come, good. Bad days come, bad. But the moment we cling to good and push away the bad, we're suffering. Because we start thinking about the potential bad days that may happen. Then there's worry. And then we start remembering all those good times I had when I was a kid, just if only I can get back there. Then we have pain of the past. Why can't things be like they used to be? This practice allows us to just be okay with what is, right here and now. Being okay with the bad days, being okay with the good days. As Krishnamurti, another, I guess you'd call him a spiritual teacher, but he would say, you know, my secret is that I don't mind what happens. I don't mind what happens. And this doesn't mean be stone cold stoic when somebody close to you dies. This doesn't mean be totally unmovable when happy things are happening. You know, you can exclaim in excitement, scream in pleasure, and cry in grief and pain. But through all of that emotional ups and downs, being okay with that happening. When sadness comes, just cry and really cry. Cry fully. When happiness comes, be very happy. Enjoy it, but know that it won't last. And don't cling to it. Because then you're just strangling life and always wondering about something that isn't. Always trying to get somewhere else other from where you are, here and now. So there's ups and downs. Let them both go. Thank you for showing up today. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.